For your sky, we're going to use a watercolor technique called wet on wet. And when you choose the colors for your sky, you want to choose colors that you don't have a lot of in your picture already. You also want to choose colors that are beside each other on the color wheel and colors that make sense in a sky. So we don't want to fill up our whole sky with brown. And you probably don't want a lot of green in your sky. So we could use reds, oranges, yellows, blues, violets, because we still see our hero. It's not the middle of the night. So since I have a lot of red and a lot of blue, I can't use those. So I could stick with some oranges and yellows in my picture, or I could work with my red as long as it's away from my cape. Could have some red up here and then make it look sort of like a sunset on my paper. So first you get the paper a little wet with your brush, and you kind of work in sections. So I got it a little wet with my brush, and then we put the paint on top. And those little spots that the paper's making will go away once it's dry. So adding a little more. Make a little puddle in my paint. If you have enough water, then the paint kind of spreads and travels on its own. And we're trying to not cover up your little hero. The fun part is when you get colors that start mixing together. So I'm trying to spread more of my water around. And I'm getting my orange wet. Put some of my orange on the page. And it'll start to spread. Continue to be really careful when you're painting. Watch puddles on your paper. If you have puddles, you need to soak them up with your brush, because the puddle will eventually burst and then it'll get on your person. The color will spread. So I'm going to mop up the little puddle I have by her head. But what the wet on wet does is it just creates a softer look in your sky.